My nose is so red.
Pretty cool. So you can cosplayers who really want to get in on the like this is the real one, like that'd be very
2,000
cool.
pieces. It's gonna be a photo
Yeah.
finish on getting one of those.
Oh yeah.
Gotta be one of those
Limited
2,000
edition is so
cosplayers.
fun.
Yeah.
2,000 cosplayers.
yeah.
You
yeah.
can be a Leon cosplayer, but can you be a Leon cosplayer? No.
How accurate?
yeah.
How accurate do you want to be?
Cosplay incomplete.
And the Porsche.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if they specified this, but the audio pack. What is the audio pack?
I mean, I feel
Okay,
like
never mind.
there's some things we really can't say, but I mean, like we've had previous
yeah,
Resident Evil
I didn't
games
know
that
if they
have
said.
had audio packs in their deluxe editions that basically just change
Right.
the way the audio plays in the game. So I mean.
God, dude. Hello? It's like really sensitive right now, the mic. Okay. Dude, I don't know what else. This is todo, ¿no? What do I feel like doing? Mm, do I feel like making today? What type of content to make today? Learning magic? Let's watch a magic video. Let's watch. How do we learn magic?
Woo! Today I'm teaching you 3 easy card tricks that you can learn in just 5 minutes. All of these tricks can be done with just a regular pack of playing cards, and they'll have your audiences scratching their heads. The magic is so good it'll feel like they've been absolutely slapped out of reality. Oh no, I've slapped the beard right off me. Can't believe I actually shaved for that. Was it worth it? No. Now, as per usual, the 3 card tricks that I'm going to teach you, I'm going to perform them first, and then I'm going to explain how they're done. I think that's the easiest way for everyone to learn, and we can all come out of this a little wiser. Now, before we dive into this, make sure that you smash the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe. Also, while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. I can make more of these videos for you. You can learn some sick stuff. And if you like this particular series, make sure you get this video to 2,500 likes, and we'll do another one. Now, with all that said and done, let's dive into trick number 1. Fedora wearing magician, you know what I'm saying? A virgin! Alright, for card trick number 1, you can actually give the deck to your spectator to mix it up. They can shuffle it up as much as they want in any fashion that their little hearts desire, okay? They can mix it up, they can riffle shuffle that sucker up, and no matter how much they shuffle, you can predict exactly where they'll say stop. So you'll start dealing cards off the bottom of the deck like this, and any point they want, this is truly fair, they can say stop wherever they want. Let's say they say stop right here. I promise you I will not look, but see this card. Remember it, don't forget it, alright? And now you're gonna read your spectator's mind. You don't need to touch the deck, you don't need to look through it, nothing. You just look at your spectator dead in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes. I can tell you that your card is a cherry colored card. Wait, what do you mean? Black cherries? Ha, got him! Your card is the Jack of Clubs. Boom! Magic, you know what I'm saying? It's magic! Alright, to do this trick is so easy that you'll think I'm lying, you know what I'm saying? So you give this to your spectator, they can shuffle it as much as they want. It really doesn't matter how much they shuffle it. Honestly, it doesn't matter at all. And what you're going to do is matter how much, what I'm saying?
I think
that's give this to your spectator, they can shuffle it as much as they want. It really
I think that's a good place to start. How to learn magic is how to shuffle a deck of cards. I do want to learn how to like shuffle a deck of cards. So I think that would be a good place to start. So I actually have a deck of cards I bought. this. See a lot of people. Check that out. Look at that. Fresh pack of cards. Hold up. That's too far. Sheesh, I gotta clean my fucking place. Especially the desk, yeah, the reals. It's fine. Hold up, gang. One sec. Actually, I think it's fine. Who's ready to be bad? Illusion. Illusion. Okay.
It doesn't matter how much they shuffle it. Honestly, it doesn't matter at all. And what you're going to do is I'm going to turn the deck around like this. Now, let me show you what that looks like from my angle. I turn the deck around like this. You see, I can see that bottom card clear as day. So once I do this move where I turn the deck around like that and I look at that bottommost card, I now know what the card is. So what I'm going to do now is start dealing cards off the bottom. Now to make sure I don't deal their card down. Now, let me show you what that looks like from my angle. I turn the... Wait, what do you mean? Black cherries? Ha! Got him! Your card is the Jack of Clubs. Boom! Magic. You know what I'm saying? It's magic! Alright, to do this trick is so easy that you'll think I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? So you give this to your spectator. They can shuffle it as much as they want. It really doesn't matter how much they shuffle it. Honestly, it doesn't matter at all. And what you're going to do is I'm going to turn the deck around like this. Now, let me show you what that looks like from my angle. I turn the deck around like this. You see, I can see that bottom card clear as day. So once I do this move where I turn the deck around like that and I look at that bottommost card, I now know what the card is. So what I'm going to do now is start dealing cards off the bottom. Now to make sure I don't deal their card down, I like to just hold the deck in this grip here. You can see I've got it kind of in this strange biddle grip. And this is thumb at the back, these two fingers at the front. It's just holding it on the edges, yeah? And then this hand's going to come under to start dealing, and in the motion of coming under to start dealing, I'm going to push this card across just a little bit, yeah? And then I just start this strange biddle grip, and this is thumb at the back, these two fingers at the front. It's just holding it on the edges, yeah? And then this hand's going to come under to start dealing, and in the motion of coming under to start dealing, I'm going to push this card across just a little bit, yeah? And then I just start stealing the cards out that are next to it, so it just stays in place. And you can do this, they can say stop wherever they want. It really is just a free choice. And whenever they say stop, you're gonna kind of realign this card and just show them that card, tell them to remember it, and then you could even give it back to them to shuffle, but you're already done. The trick is now done. You just pretend that you're gonna read their mind, and honestly, your spectators will be absolutely fried. It's crazy, man, crazy! And now it's time for trick number 2, baby. Trick number 2. All right, for trick number 2, I'm going to teach you how you can take any card, in this case the 5 of hearts. You can place it into the center of the deck, and yet when you snap, it will already have risen back to the top. And the best part is that there's no duplicates in here. That is the only 5 of hearts in the entire deck. That right there is an actual impossibility, and you're going to learn it. Alright, so to do this trick is really easy. All you have to do is riffle up the back with your thumb. So I'm holding it in this natural grip here. My hand's just going to come over, and I'm just going to kind of, in a natural way, you know, I want to be able to do this. So I'm kind of grabbing the deck while it's resting here. This finger is creating a bow, and I'm just going to use my thumb to drag across the back, creating that riffle. And I'm going to riffle all the way up until there are just 2 cards left. Yeah, I riffle all the way up to there are just 2 cards left, and then I just pick those 2 up as if they were one single card. You don't have to do anything fancy for this. The whole move is pretty much self-contained. Just riffle up the back till you get 2 cards, and then show it to your spectator. Show this card, then you're going to take it, you're going to place it in the middle, but what's actually happening, because you picked up 2 cards as one, you're putting the indifferent card in the middle, but they won't know that. And so in that motion of putting it in the middle, you'll already have controlled it to the top. So once again, you riffle up the back, you show them the card. Okay, this is 2 cards, but this natural grip here. My hand's just going to come over possibility, and you're going to learn it. Alright, so to do this trick is really easy. All you have to do is riffle up the back with your thumb. So I'm holding it in this natural grip here. My hand's just going to come over, and I'm just going to kind of, in a natural way, you know, I want to be able to do this. So I'm kind of grabbing the deck while it's resting here. This finger is creating a bow, and I'm just going to use my thumb to drag across the back, creating that riffle. And I'm going to riffle all the way up until there are just...
Hold up, yo. I feel like I gotta put on some lotion. I feel like everyone's looking at my hands, judging. wish.
Two cards left. Yeah, I riffle all the way up to there are just two cards left. And then I just pick those two up as if they were one single card. You don't have to do anything fancy for this. The whole move is pretty much self-contained. Just riffle up the back till you get two cards and then show it to your spectator. Show this card, then you're going to take it, you're going to place it in the middle. But what's actually happening, because you picked up two cards as one, you're putting the indifferent card in the middle, but they won't know that. And so in that motion of putting it in the middle, you'll already have controlled it to the top. So once again, you riffle up the back, you show them the card. Okay, this is two cards, but they're just going to think it's one. Place it on the deck, put the topmost card in the center, snap the fingers or whatever you want to do, and that card is back. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Now the last trick is coming at you, but just a quick reminder before we do it, notification bell, subscribe button, make it happen. Also like button, yeah? Come on, man, you owe me. I'm doing you a favor, I'm teaching you how to be sick. Now it's time for trick number 3. You're gonna love this one, check it out. You get a card selected at random, okay? Now I'm not gonna look, but just remember that card, and that card is going to be lost in the middle of the deck like this, and you can cut it as many times as you want, it's genuinely gone. But if I take the deck and I do this, all of a sudden one card will have flipped face up in the deck. Check it out. If I spread through here, you can see one card has flipped face up in the deck, and that, what do you mean that's not your card? Well, I didn't say it would be your card, I just said one card would flip face up in the deck. This right here is what's known as an indicator card, and it tells me that your card is 5 cards away. Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lucky number 5, your card, the Queen of Hearts. And if that's not magical enough for you, check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4 aces, and that, well, that one there will be worthy of a like and share. That'll get you some sick views on the interwebs. Might even get you that cute girl's number, huh? Or boy. Cute boy as well. You know, whatever. All right, so to do this trick is incredibly easy. There is a small setup that you have to do in advance, and that is this. You'll see over at the very bottom of the deck, I have 4 cards and the 5 of hearts already face up. These 4 cards are in fact the aces, but they don't have to be the aces. You can use whatever you want. But in this case, they're the aces, yeah? So you can put those face down. This goes on the top. The rest of the deck goes on top of that. And now you're ready to perform a miracle. So firstly, you're going to ask your spectator to pick a card. You're just going to spread the cards out, offer them a card, but make sure you don't spread so far that you accidentally show this, okay? You also don't want to show them the bottom of the deck, right? You just want to spread like this, have them pick a card. Let's say they choose this one here, and they're going to place it on the top. You then take that, cut it into the middle like this, and it's done. Now, you can ask your spectator to cut the cards, okay? This is a no...
Wait, I think this is too advanced. How the fuck? Um, hold up, hold up. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? 52 cards. I want to learn how to shuffle.
What is up, guys? It's Evan, the card guy. Today I'm going to teach you how to shuffle a deck of cards properly. I'm going to teach you 3 different ways on how to shuffle a deck of cards. If you're excited to learn these 3 different methods, let me know by liking and subscribing, and let's get on with the video. So these 3 types of shuffling are the 3 basic types, and I'm going to teach them to you easiest to hardest, but all of them are pretty simple with some practice. The first one is called the Hindu shuffle, and it looks like this. It's pretty easy, and let me show you how to do it. Start with the deck in dealer's grip. I taught this in my previous video. Basically, the cards are just in your non-dominant hand, so for me it's my left hand. Your thumb is gonna be on the outside of your body, pointer in the front, the rest of your fingers along the other side. From here, you're gonna come over with your dominant hand, and this is a grip that I haven't taught yet. It's pretty unique to the Hindu shuffle. You hold the cards like this. So it's this way with your thumb on the inside, pointer curled on top, and the rest of your fingers like this in the front.
What?
Like so. Hold the card, the rest of your fingers along the other side. From here, you're gonna come over with your dominant hand, and this is a grip that I haven't taught yet. It's pretty unique to the Hindu shuffle. You hold the cards like this. So it's this way with your thumb on the inside, pointer curled on top, and the rest of your fingers like this in the front, like so. From here, all you're gonna do is come over with your non-dominant hand, and with your thumb and middle finger, strip off some cards from the top. And then you're just gonna keep repeating this action, and it's gonna mix the cards like so. This one's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, as long as you have the grip right. So again, in your dominant hand, hold the cards like so. And then with your non-dominant hand, get your thumb and your like so. This one's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, as long as you have the grip right. So again, in your dominant hand, hold the cards like so. And then with your non-dominant hand, get your thumb and your middle finger and strip off cards like this. That is the Hindu shuffle. Keep repeating this action. From here, all you're gonna do is come over with your non-dominant hand, and with your thumb and middle finger, strip off some cards from the top. And then you're just gonna keep repeating this action, and it's gonna mix the cards like so. This one's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory, as long as you have the grip right. So again, in your dominant hand, hold the cards like so. And then with your non-dominant hand, get your thumb and your middle finger and strip off cards like this. That is the Hindu shuffle. Super easy, looks like this when you do it fast, and it's a pretty cool way to shuffle a deck of cards. The next shuffle I'm about to teach you is called the overhand shuffle, and it looks like this. What's cool about this one is it doesn't have to be super organized. It's kind of just a casual way to shuffle the cards, and it looks pretty cool. The way you're gonna do this is hold the cards in what's called biddle grip. I taught this also in my last video. You're gonna hold the cards with your thumb in the back, pointer on top, middle, ring, and pinky in the front. It's kind of like the Hindu shuffle, but instead of holding the cards this way, it's this way, like this. So from here, you're basically just gonna take your thumb of your non-dominant hand and strip off piles of cards. So there's 1, 2 piles, 3, 4, and really that's all it is. It's just dropping some cards into your non-dominant hand, like so. So as long as you get this grip right with your dominant hand, once you do it, it's pretty simple. You just strip off some cards with your thumb, and all the cards rest along your fingers like this. So that is the overhand shuffle. The third and final shuffle I'm about to teach you is called the riffle shuffle. This is probably the shuffle that you think of when you think of shuffling a deck of cards. It looks difficult, but let me teach you in a way that I know for a fact that with some practice, you will be able to do yourself. You're gonna grab the cards in the same way as before, biddle grip, just like for the overhand shuffle, but instead of tilting the cards up, you leave them face down like so. From here, you're gonna turn the cards outward, like this. Then with your thumb, go through half the cards. This is called a riffle. That is a riffle of the cards, and that's just gonna take practice so it's not super chunky and you're able to get it all smoothly. Once you're able to riffle half the cards with your thumb, you're basically just gonna mirror your dominant hand with your non-dominant hand, like so. So basically what happens is you have two halves of the deck, both just gonna mirror your dominant hand with your non-dominant hand, like so. So basically what happens is you have two halves of the deck, both in this biddle grip. You're gonna hold the halves to each other, and with your thumbs, you're gonna go through the cards one by one. You're gonna riffle the cards so that they overlap. Now, a lot of people think that they need a table. A lot of people are able to do this shuffle provided they have a table or their knee or something. But here's what's interesting. Your fingers actually act as the table. You really don't need one. I think that's all psychological. People think they need a table, but really what happens is your fingers act as the table and the cards won't go anywhere. Now to do the bridge, which is the hardest part, put your thumbs right on top like this, where the two piles meet. From here, with your thumbs on top, bend down all the cards and release pressure slowly, and the cards should bridge. Now, I don't expect you to be able to get this first try, but as far as the concept, it's not too difficult. Hold the two halves like this, like I said. If you would like to keep the cards more stable, you can put your pointer fingers in front. This just helps you be more secure, and everything is much tighter. Everything is just a lot more stable. So you bend down, thumbs on top, release pressure, and the cards should bridge. So that is how you do the riffle shuffle. In conclusion, guys, this is the Hindu shuffle, this is the overhand shuffle, and this right here is the riffle shuffle. Thank you guys so much for watching. This tutorial was super short and sweet. Some of them are gonna be like that. Some of them in this series are gonna be very detailed and long explanations for ones that I think need that. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, let me know by smashing that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Guys, if you
Are you tired of trying to find tutorials that'll just teach you how to shuffle goddamn cards? Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you 3 easy shuffles that'll make you look like a card guru, baby. I'm talking a god. These shuffles include the Charlier cut, the ribbon spread, and last but not least, the tabled riffle shuffle. All the shuffles you'll need to look like a legitimate boss. I'm talking a boss. Now, before we dive into the tutorial, make sure that you smash like if you haven't already and subscribe. With all our powers combined, I could get to 1 million subscribers. It's happening, baby. Look at this, man. The number just continues to grow. And it makes me happy. Also, if this is a series that you guys are interested in seeing more of, try and get this video to like 2,000 likes, and then I'll make another How to Shuffle. I'll teach you some more advanced, fancy cuts, all kinds of stuff. Just get it to 2,000 likes. I know you can do it. Anyway, without any further ado, let's take a look
Guys, I don't know about this magic stuff. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm thinking. I think I voted to get the most. Huh. I think the move right now, because I like the idea of this magic stuff, right? This magic stuff's cool. Looks nice having the cards out and whatnot. But I think I let the audience vote to get engagement, like when I started creating content or whatever. But I think after doing it for some time, I think the approach is to make content doing whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't think it was the right call to leave it at a vote. I think the best way to make content is just pursuing whatever I want to make. And that'll translate into clips and more content's getting out there. But I do feel a bit stunted right now trying to learn magic, trying to learn DJing. So I think to go off from that idea, I think I'm going to put a pause on magic and on DJing. Because when I was thinking about all this a while back ago, I do want to learn DJing and magic, but I do want to strike at what's calling me the most because I feel like that would translate to better clips, like if you can tell my heart's into it or whatever. So to that, into Japanese. First of all, you guys are crazy for thinking I'm gonna learn Japanese for the first try. I will learn Japanese. I made a promise, and I will. But I think for the bucket list, right? For the bucket list, I think the approach is to do what is calling me the most right now, like calling my attention to pursue. Hollow Knight's fun. I think I'm gonna beat that for sure. Definitely. I don't know about Silk Song, but we'll beat Hollow Knight. Magic, IRL, kind of stunted, but I'm trying to think what else we could learn or what else we could do. Let me check my notes. Well, I think the name of the game to do it is just doing content whatever I want to do and then approach it after. Because there's some things I really want to do in my free time and I want to see what I can knock off. Huh. Drums is definitely calling me. I felt that. Gaming's been calling me for sure. IRL though? And what was the other one? What was the other musical instrument? IRL language. And ASL. I do want to learn ASL a lot. So I don't think the call. I think I'm gonna say fuck the vote. I'm taking over. It's a dictatorship. It's a takeover. Hostile takeover. I'm running the show now. No Japanese yet. That's fucked up. No, I'm not gonna learn Japanese yet. I'll put a pause on it, but I will learn it. But I just want to make content that I feel most passionate about, and I want to learn ASL as my first language on stream. I want to change learning Japanese to learning ASL. I want to change DJing to playing drums. I want to change gaming to Five Nights at Freddy's for sure. Damn, I don't know. Playing Hollow Knight is kind of fun though. I do want to finish Hollow Knight, and I do want to play FNAF series, and that's it. So I come up with the next indie game. All right, but in IRL, I want to change to I just got an idea. Damn, improve my handwriting. I think IRL would be fun to do that. A D&D. All right, yeah. And for my IRL, I want to change to trying out D&D. I've never played it, but I like to play it on stream. See how that goes. And yeah. So those are the changes. I'm taking over. To the people that voted, thank you. I thank you for engaging with the channel, with the page. I try to be democratic, I guess. Oh. I try to be democratic, I guess. But I'm taking over. Because I think the best way to approach content is by doing whatever content calls you. And it's not really calling me at the moment because I just picked out from a list of languages I had, but there were languages I had more inclination to learn quicker than, let's say, Japanese. So I think the name of the game is to change the content into doing what's calling me the most. So that means I'm going to be changing gaming to Five Nights at Freddy's after I beat Hollow Knight. I'm going to be focusing on language learning ASL, American Sign Language. And for musical instrument, I'll be changing to drums. Yes, Bess, I absolutely do, Bess. What up? How many, wait, what time did you reply? Are you here now? How do I take off this, 6:57? Oh yeah, you were here. You were just here. What's up, Bess? The hell was I saying? Gaming, I want to change to Five Nights at Freddy's after I complete it. Language, I want to change to American Sign Language. Musical instrument, I want to change to drums. And IRL, I want to try out Dungeons and Dragons. So we'll be doing all that. G Willikers. Big changes happening to the bucket list. This magic shit, tough as hell. Tough as hell. I can't do it right now. I will, but I can't do it right now. I gotta do what's calling me the most. I'm taking over. That's it. Thank you to the people that voted and engaged with the page. I appreciate your interactions with the page. Everything. The engagement is awesome. But I think after doing it for some time, the name of the game is to pursue whatever content's calling you. So I'm gonna make those 4 changes because those are what's really calling me at the moment. I've been noticing. So I think I gotta adjust and pursue content doing that. So gaming, we could start learning some ASL. finish Hollow Knight. I really do want to beat Hollow Knight, and then I want to get into the Five Nights at Freddy's games. What else? What else? What else? ASL? We can learn that later. Drums? I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. I gotta get my brother's drum set. I gotta order drumsticks and whatnot. So we'll be putting a pause on From 2000 Music. My baby. My alter ego. From 2K. We'll put a pause from seeing him. And we'll get into drummer Tony. And see how fun. I can't wait, guys. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be a fun time. So yeah. What the fuck? Oh, language.
Out the Charlier cut. Now the Charlier cut is this beautiful one-handed cut where the cards can just be snipped like a thing of beauty. Isn't it cool? It's just so nice. Now let's not waste any time. Go grab your deck of...
Alright. So those are going to be the changes. Put these magic cards away. So good I have the props for them. Whenever I do. ASL is going to be fun. So let's play Hollow Knight. Beat Hollow Knight. I do want to look at a guide though. How to get to the next boss. I think I'll get to it. Oh boy. Sheesh, brother. She's tweaking right now. Yo, she's tweaking. um, trying to learn how to join a fucking. Hands hurt, bro. Okay. Show some class. Actually, I don't know about this IRL stuff, bruh. Dude, I don't know. IRL Dungeons and Dragons, I am getting kind of fucking. Ay, ay, ay. Let me know. Let me know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for IRL, but I'll let you guys know what I do. But I do for those three things. I want to do those stuff. Um, what else? What else? Can't think of anything else. I want to keep this stream short so I could chop it up to clips. But yeah, those are gonna be the changes. So bye.